In this problem, we are going to show that the Poisson's equation actually works out. Specifically, we're going to apply the Laplacian, which is the del operator, twice to the most general form, or the most recent general form we've been using for the electric potential, and making sure that it equals the ratio of the electric charge density to the permittivity of free space. So the first step is, of course, rewriting the Laplacian in terms of the del function of what it actually is. It's actually although it is the curvature of the potential, it's actually the dot product of the del times the gradient of the electric potential right here. And then we're going to replace this with the form that we've recently been using infinity as our reference point to evaluate the electric potential. And that looks like this, so 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught, and we're integrating the ratio of the electric charge density over the separation distance between the charge density and the point we're evaluating the electric potential at over a volume interval here. And it's important to note that this operator, this del operator here, kind of moves in, or the double dot moves in. It moves past this global constants, and it sees the electric charge density as a constant because it's only a function of 1 over, or this is a function of just the separation vector, or the vector that points to the charge density, so r prime, and whereas the separation vector here is actually a function of both the vector that points to the point that we're electric field at and the point from the charge density. So what I mean by that, in case you need a refresher, is if we have our coordinate system right here, this vector, and if we're trying to evaluate the electric field right here, and this is our one of our piece of our charge density right here, then we have a vector that points from the origin to that charge density, and that's r prime. But the vector that we're most concerned about between these two right here, that's actually the separation vector r, or the vector from the origin to the point we're evaluating the electric potential at. That's regular r, and that's what that's not r prime, just regular r, and that is what we're integrating over right here. And so that's why this operator can move past this charge density and then operate on the separation vector right there. So I'll make it more explicit here. And it moves past here, so it kind of sits out right there. And then we have our dotted del right here times 1 over r, and then times this. All right, so at this point, this is a very important mathematical construct right here. I'm going to make it very explicit. So this is actually this will actually end up being the Dirac delta function right here. And the reason why, and we can go back to, if you want to, you can go back to section 1.5 in the textbook, but in which it goes in much more detail right here. But for the most part, whenever we do this operation, whenever we do the gradient of 1 over r, or 1 over anything right here, because this blows up at 0, when you apply when you do it the first time, you're going to end up having to, or the second time you're going to end up having to do the divergence theorem. But whenever you do the gradient of 1 over r, it ends up being negative the unit vector over curvature of r squared, right? D tau. And then, of course, if we do the dot product on that kind of hints at doing the divergence theorem, because you can't really quite just apply the del operator to this one more time, because you're essentially dividing by 0. And again, section 1.5 kind of dives into that a little bit more deeper, but this whole thing ends up having to be a Dirac delta function where everything is 0 except at the origin, and then when you do the integration at the origin, it ends up being 4 pi. So this, in order to capture that, you have to do the direct, it's multiplied by the Dirac delta function. of the separation vector here to say this is 0 everywhere except right at the origin, or where the separation vector is equal to 0. And so whenever you apply that, what we end up getting is 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught times rho, and then see negative 4 pi. If we take it for right at the origin where the separation vector is equal to 0, and then of course you do some cleaning up here. 4 pi's cancel us out, and what's left is negative rho over epsilon naught, which is exactly what we were trying to show in the very beginning. So it does work out. Poisson's equation does work out, especially for this case where we're using infinity as a reference point to evaluate the electric potential. So for a non-infinite charge density.